Hi everyone, it's me Gigi. Welcome back. Happy Merry Monday. It's the day after Easter. So I wanted to show you what I made here. It's a long piece of paper. As you can tell, it's a newer ledger type paper. But I'm going to give it a try with this. And let's see how we do. This is a 12 by 12. And this one's double-sided. I haven't tried it with a double side yet, but I'm gonna try it right now that I decided to turn on the camera. This is cardstock. It's a little bit stiffer. A lot of people don't like to use it because it does tend to crack when you fold it. So let's see. How's everyone doing? I had a great Easter. Even though it rained. It does not rain here on Easter. But this Easter, I must admit, was a bit earlier than I can really remember. The last Easter that I remembered was early was April. Let's see, my daddy got sick April 4th. Yes, April 4th. So that's even, you know, pretty early versus the one we just had. Okay, so let's see. This is upside right up. If I turn it this way and I fold it this way, and this way's this way. See if that makes sense. This way's this way. This might work. Okay, so now you see I folded it in half. You see what I mean by it cracks? I folded it in half and then half this way. And you don't have to use this. I'm going to show you also with just a plain basic 12 by 12. That's only one-sided. So then you fold it this way. And we're going to do the same thing as I showed you last week where, excuse me, let's see, make sure this is lined up correctly. That when you fold this way, remember I said you don't want to fold it right on top of the fold. You want to go a little over. It's going to be hard to see here, but we're going to do our best. And yes, you will sometimes get that, but see what I mean? That might be a little bit too much of a space. So let's try this one more time. Just fold it just a little more. And on those little edges here that are off just a bit, I wouldn't worry too much about it. If it's something that you don't like, you can always refold just a little bit like the way I'm doing it, or also in the little crack edges, just use your distress ink. So okay, let me see if I did this correctly. It wants to go this way. Let's leave it that way and see what happens. So when I go this way, that's the one thing about cardstock. So now that's gonna go over about here. It's a little bit wider than I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be a little bit closer. Like this. Just out of curiosity. 16, that's 1, 2, 3 and a half. 1, 2, 3 and a quarter for this one. So here we are. Okay, almost the same as what I showed you last week, except this time I'm gonna fold about here. Okay, and I'm gonna do the same to this side. I'm gonna fold about here. Okay, and they don't have to be perfectly even unless you really have a hard time you know, saying, oh my gosh, this side, see this side's skinnier, this side's a little bit fatter, then fold it down a little more. But what happened is, you see this fold? This one's thinner here, while this one's fatter here. Because I tried to move it over a little bit and it just didn't let me. Let me see if I could. Let's see. Is that why it does that? I will find out. I'm doing this the hard way. There. There. And now, no, it's the same. It doesn't matter. This is still going to be a little fatter. There we go. There we go. That's good. So now we have these. And this one needs to be a little bit down in here. So now we have these triangles, okay? Okay. And I saw the Artsy Bohemian do this. So this is going to get turned down this way. And this one is going to get turned down this way. So now you have this in here. And this here, I think she did it the same way. You go on top this way. And the same with this side. You go on top this way. Okay, so now we have this. So this is going to go here. And this part is going to go here. See what I mean? Now the only thing is, yes, you see a little bit of that green there and a little bit here. But there's a solution to that. You can cut a little triangle off. Good. And see this? We cut a little triangle off. Okay. She opened hers. I could do the same, and by that I mean this. So she opened her little pocket like this. Now, I cut this piece off here, so now I get to cut another triangle off this. So this pocket here, I'm going to glue this little piece here. Now, show you why. Let me glue this little piece here. Come on, little glue. I think I have an owl somewhere close by. See, so now this will go like this. Okay, because when we go back to this, like this, am I in focus? I'm sorry. See, now it looks like you don't see the green. So I'm going to do the same for this side. I'm going to pick up this triangle. I'm going to put the triangle this way. Okay, right there. Let me get my, I'm going to go ahead and put glue here. I think you hear my little owl. So now, so when I close it like this, it's gonna look like this. It might be just a little off, but it's gonna work. Okay, I'm going to do the same with this side. I'm going to cut this in half. I'll put this triangle here. And I'll probably put this triangle on this side. Does that make sense? Okay. What's the matter? What's the matter, little owl? Let me see if I turn it this way. I wonder if that's a mating call. Yeah, I'm gonna do it that way, but I'm gonna put this over here and this over here. So let's do this. Go ahead and glue this part too. So for Easter, like I said, it rained really hard. I've never seen rain this hard, and not in the 30 years I've been here. But like I said, this is, you know, also March. End of March, and then my granddaughters couldn't even go out hunting their little eggs. So it's funny, the grandpa tells them, here, you guys just take your eggs and choose what you want. So I thought that was funny. I made a ham yesterday. It was a last minute thing. My husband saw one of the boys, and the boys had said, okay, Pops, see you on Easter. And my husband told me, you know, he said he was coming over for Easter, him and his girlfriend. And I went, wait, what? My son said I mentioned that to him a week or so ago. I don't remember. I must have. I was thinking of not making anything. But I think I might have when I came back from San Juan. Okay, so here we go. We got this, right? You see this? And this, I wouldn't worry too much about it. You can always cover it up with a little bit. But if you think, oh my God, this is going to really, really bother me, this little tiny edge, just do this. There you go. Same with this side. If that little edge right there of the green that's coming out, if that really bothers you, I would just trim it off. There. So there's what I wanted to make for this Merry Monday. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate it. And I might just do that right now, since I am right here. I think I'm gonna put a little piece of lace there. I'm gonna just do that. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just winging it. I had no plan to decorate it, but I will with the little bit that I have. So I'm gonna put this here. Move that up. It's close to the edge. See, now we have that. We have this like this. I could move this up just a little bit so it can go a little bit higher. There we go. And I'll just slide it to the edge. See how I'm doing that? And I'm going to just cut right here, but I'm going to use these little scissors. They're a little bit sharper. So I went all the way down there, and then right about here, I'm just going to cut it. I'm not going to be really precise, but close enough. And I might just put a little dab of glue. Hold that down a little bit. Now we're going to go to the other side. I'm going to do the same. But now that means I have to use this side. I'm gonna go all the way up here to about right here. So it almost looks like a little collar. You don't have to do that. That's why I said not to be too worried about that part right there, even though I got a little extra crease out of it. Because you can always cover it. So here I go again. Go just a little bit slightly higher, and then you can always trim the rest off. Okay, and that, my friends, is this here. So there we have this. one's a little bit lower. But I think once I put the cover and everything on there, you're not even going to notice that. I can pull that down a little bit. Put this a little bit higher. Okay. See? I'm going to cut this and fix it. I want to go ahead and put things in here. I could close this if I want to and leave this open, or close this and just leave that open and this side open. That's what I have right now. So let me show you again how I folded the paper. And this time it's going to be with this here. Okay? So all you do is you fold it in half. Okay? Fold it in half. And this you can tell that it's even right there. You don't need a bone folder, but if you want to, go ahead and use it. And then you can open it again and fold it this way. Okay, so I'm just gonna go like this. Okay, so now you have this fold and you have this fold. So what I did now is you fold it this way. Okay. Your fold is on the bottom. Your open flap is on top. So now what you want to do is, I think if you go this way, you might be a little bit easier on yourself because at least you can see the edge here. I hope that makes sense, and I'll explain what I mean. So now I have an edge here and the edge down here, and it's about pretty even. So I'm just going to slightly crease it. So when I turn it this way, it gives me an idea of where I was, or does it? Right about there. Okay, I feel the crease right about there. So I got that. Okay. If you don't want to do it that way, you don't have to. You can just do it by eyeballing it like this. Okay, same thing, like that. So there you go. This one's a little off. We can move it just slightly. There we go. So now you have this. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to fold it, and I will probably fold it right about here. So now I have just this little edge here. Okay, see my little edge there? I'm going to do the same with this side. So it's like above the orange here. And it doesn't have to be precise. When you do all the decorations on it, it's going to be beautiful. Now, like I said, this gets tucked in and this gets tucked in. Does that make sense? So we got the tuck there. This is going to go over like this. Okay. And this will go over the same way. It's about right there. Okay. Here's where the white piece is, because if we go this way, you can see the white piece. So what I did was I just cut a piece of this triangle and a piece of this side of the triangle. So it ends up this way. So now we want to cover this. Okay, So we're going to cut this triangle in half, and we're going to cut this triangle in half. We're going to open it all the way if that makes it easier for yourself. And we're just going to take this piece, because we want it straight on this edge, and we're going to get this piece because we want it straight on this edge. But the only thing, is there beige over here? No. It's okay, it's a plaid. Okay, so let's take our glue. Here we go. And glue that side, and I'm going to glue the little triangle. My triangle is going to go about there. So when I close this flap, it's pretty much almost on top of it. And the same with this side. There's my triangle. Nope, it can't go that way. It can't go this way. It has to go this way. I'm going to go ahead and just glue it. And if it's a little bigger, you can always cut it. No shame on cutting. There. So I'm just going to move that there. See that? There it is. Okay, same with this side. I'm going to get this piece of triangle here, and I'm going to get this piece of triangle here. So now you won't see the white part of it. So let's put glue again on the fold. Oops. Get one of my wipes real quick. I'm going to get glue all over. Okay. Put that to one side. Okay, so now we put a little bit of glue there, and then this is going to go like this. So here we go. I like fabric tack. I pretty much use it for everything. Okay. Okay. This triangle could have been a little smaller, but I got a little overly excited. There we go. And now this side will go like this. Put a little bit of glue. Then it go down here and glue it. You're probably saying, oh, but you have these bigger. It doesn't matter. It's okay. It's fine. Because remember, now when we go back like this and like this, okay, remember these are folded down, okay, and now there it is. And we're going to make pretty things with this one too. So I have this and this, and then I have this one too that I did with a ledger. So we'll come back, we'll decorate it. This way it's not such a long video, but I just wanted to show you this other process on how to make this little fun folder. Thanks everyone. Have a great Monday. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It really does help. So just remember, subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, and it'll let you know when I come back on. Thanks everyone. Have a wonderful Monday.